Imagine for a second that all the other heroes of Flesh and Blood would disappear into thin air, only leaving place for Kanos. You are in Mount Volcor, in front of a mirror or in front of a lot of Shianas, but it's only you, Kano, versus all other Kanos. How would the game look like? Well, the question is definitely interesting for me, for all the Kano fans maybe, but for most of the other players it's a horror scenario. But nevertheless I wanted to test it out, so I went looking for the very first European Pro Tour champion of Flesh and Blood, Pablo Pintor, and I challenged him to play a Kano mirror against me. And the idea is that Pablo also plays Kano, and in this specific matchup we would both prepare a deck in which you can only, you are only siding versus Kano. You don't care about all the rest, it's just you prepare the deck to play against yourself. And that opens up a lot of fun and interesting design space. And before leaving you to the video, as you might have assumed after watching this introduction, I am back producing English content every now and then on my Italian channel. I am Ark, this is Flesh and Blood Italia, and I'm happy to be back for the Kano community, for the Flesh and Blood international community. And of course I don't promise I will be, very constant with English content. Italian content will keep rolling, Italy needs us, but I'll be happily doing a video for everyone every now and then. I hope I will have more and more time, probably though I will have less and less time because of my PhD. Anyways, if you were following me before, follow me back on Flesh and Blood Italia. Very soon Ark will disappear, will be burned to cinders, and only this channel will be left and rise from the ashes of the old channel as a phoenix. No, that's fine. Not for this video, and that was not scripted. Now back to the deck. Kano is going to be a very aggressive deck in general because you have a lot of fancy spells that do p, like blazing ether wildfire, sorry, and blazing ether. And the idea is that if you do play with that kind of a list against yourself, it's gonna be a very high rolly game. So in case my opponent had that kind of a list, I wanted to have a better plan than high roll. And in case my opponent does play a more conservative list like I do, I think it's still a way more balanced and more game and like skill oriented game. So my list is very different of what you would see if you watched any other Kano list, I suppose, because you do not have enough slots in the sideboard to play all the weird cards I played and the way I play. So the idea is basically I have a bit higher count of blues that I used to have. I have a lot of items because that is what getting me advantage on the field. I played 2 Fork Lightning, 3 Fork Lightnings red, 3 Dampened red, which is a very bad card usually, but in this case I think it's gonna be good. And then I play Blessing of Ether, 6 of them. I play Cindering Foresight, Waning Moon. I have the Skull Cap with AB7, and my plan is basically try to survive as long as possible while trying to accumulate advantage on the field thanks to the playing in the right moment and blocking all of the rest. And the idea is to finish with a Fork Lightning with a very big boom, ideally stuck in 2 Blessing of Ether. Anyways, for all those of you that don't know anything about Kano, it's still going to be some kind of a learning experience, I hope. And for all those of you that do know Kano, maybe this is going to be a very fun content. I don't know, I didn't play yet. I am going to play very soon. I never tested the list. I did stack in a little surprise. I am playing 3 copies of Rewind, which I think is going to be a very important card in this matchup because it will basically allow you to negate the kill of the opponent. If you set it in their arsenal at the right moment and you just bait your opponent to try to kill you and then going no, I'm going to rewind that should either win you the game or put you in a very good spot. So let's see how it goes. I'm very curious because I just put the list together, which is playing 67 cards, not 60, because the right amount of blue and red should be in the deck, but I should still have enough cards to present enough damage in case of my opponent is playing a very conservative plan. And anyways, I hope it's gonna be fun, but I'm going to play very soon. I'm meeting Pablo in 10 minutes. So I'll leave you to the gameplay. Thank you everyone for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you do not miss my English video. There is an English playlist. And if you want to support the channel, you'll find a link down below to the Patreon. There is a lot of nice perks like the deck list of the deck decks we publish, and there is a few discounts and access to box breaks on the channel. So take a look at that. Thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy, and as usual, may the ether be with you. I would say with us all, because today it's Kano Day. Everyone, here is Pintor Pin, our European first Pro Tour champion, ready to kick my ass with Kano.
Yeah, try, at least try to.
So, shall we roll?
Yeah.
I don't have a good feeling about this.
Well,
7.
Let's see.
It's an 8.
8. So I believe I will go.
And here it starts. First big decision.
I will go first.
Okay. Then good luck. And have fun.
Good luck to you too.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Varagamuffin hat. I knew it. Very well.
And
let's go.
There we go. I will pitch 3. Well, I will remove this to activate Kano. I will banish this Tome of Featherwing.
Va bene. Here it begins.
And I will use it to draw 2 cards. Any responses? Okay.
No response.
Then I will pitch 3 to activate Kano again. Vanishing a red Voltic Bolt. I will pitch 2 to deal 5 arcane damage to you.
Okay. So 5 arcane coming at me. I have arcane barrier 4. So I will take 1, pitching 5 and 1 floating. And it triggers the alluvion, and it will get 1 counter.
Then I will pitch another 3 to play as my action another red Voltic Bolt.
Beautiful.
1 versus floating.
And I will 1 resource floating, 1 card in hand. I will pitch 5, block 5. I'm at 29. I have Arcanite Skull Cap, so I have AB7.
Yeah. And only 1 resource left. And I will just pass an arsenal.
Sure. My turn. Draw
and
4.
Back to you.
Pitch 3 for Kano.
Okay.
4. 1 floating.
Okay. I will pitch 2 Arcane Barrier 4. Pitching 2 glues. I have 2 resources floating.
Okay.
And it will trigger the Alluvion Constellas.
Sure. And then I will play Blessing of Ether.
Okay. So that's a +3 on your next turn.
Next turn, yeah. Pass priority.
I won't do anything.
Arsenal. And I will draw.
Okay. I will play Tome of Featherwind, drawing 2.
Sure.
Do I resolve it?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will pitch 3 to Kano, banishing an either flare, pitching 1 to the 3 deal 3 arcane to you.
Block 3. Trigger Alluvion.
Yeah. Now I will pitch 3 to activate the Waning Moon and deal 2 arcane damage to you because it's my turn.
Block 1 and take 1.
Okay. Then I will just move to my end step. Arsenal my last card, and back to you.
Okay. This breaks, trigger, +3 to the next one. And I would play a dampen for 7. 1 floating.
That seems pretty good. I will pitch 4 to prevent 4 arcane damage, taking 3.
Yeah.
And turning up the alluvion.
Yes. Pass priority.
Okay. Yeah, I won't do anything in your turn.
Draw 4.
I will play a Blazing Adder, targeting you.
Yeah. That happens.
And I will pass priority back to you.
Okay. I will play a Cindering Foresight from Arsenal.
Okay.
+1 to the next arcane damage. I will opt to. Pitch 3 for Kano. Play a Chain Lightning for 4. It's going for 4 arcane.
Okay, I will pitch 3
Take 1.
to prevent 3 of the 4 arcane, take 1 and charge up the alluvion.
Yeah, I'll use the alluvion and shoot 3 more to you.
Okay, I will just take 3.
And then I will play Blazing for 4.
Oh, but it's my turn?
Yeah, but because of Chain Lightning.
Oh,
I can
of
play
course,
the next
sorry.
one as an instant.
So I will take 4, down to 19. Yeah, I
Yes.
totally forgot about
Yeah, no worries.
Chain Lightning.
Yeah, then you can draw.
Okay, this goes under my deck, and I will draw 4 cards.
And in my turn, I would pass priority.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Arsenal. Pass. Draw 4.
I will play an energy potion,
Sure.
and I will pitch 2 to attack you with Waning Moon. For 2 arcane.
Take 2.
And I will pass priority to you.
Pass back. You can undo.
Okay. We'll draw 3 cards. And we move to your turn.
I will play a card that no one would ever expect to be played in Flesh and Blood. Talisman of
Wow.
Losing. Go again, it will stay as an item that has Spell Void 1.
Yeah.
And then I would continue with a Nourishing Emptiness. Pitching 2.
No resources left?
No resources left.
Okay.
Gambly.
I will pitch 3 to activate Kano.
Sure.
I will not banish the card. And I will block 3, taking 3. Down to
Okay.
16.
I would enter. Draw 4.
5, right? Because of the...
5. Yes, thank you. Of course it's 5.
And I will just pass priority back to you.
I will play Cindering Foresight.
Okay.
Opting 3. +1 to the next arcane. And I would pass.
Okay. So just draw 2 cards and move to your turn?
Yeah. Okay, my turn.
Yep.
I would pitch 4
Wow.
to activate Kano.
Oh, yeah, I was worried about what could be pitching for. Yeah.
And I will play Blessing from the top.
Okay.
And I will play another Blessing from my arsenal. Pitching 1.
So, no resources left?
No resource floating, 1 card in hand.
Okay, let me think for a second here. But yeah, I will pitch to activate Kano.
Yeah.
I will banish a potion of Deja Vu.
Okay.
Play it. I will pitch again. Banish a blue Emeritus Scalding. I will pitch 2 to play it, and before it resolves, I will use the Ragamuffin's Hat.
Sure.
Draw one card. Put one card under my deck. And yeah, it will resolve as it is.
We'll pitch
4.
1, take 3, trigger alluvion.
Yeah. And I will use 2 counters from the alluvion to deal another 3 again.
I'll take 3.
And that will be all.
Sure. So I draw 4, and it's your turn.
Okay, I will just pass back priority to you.
You would pass priority back to me. Seems fair enough.
Okay, so I'll just draw 3. And we move back into your turn.
Now the question is, how greedy do I want this double blessing of Ether be? What's on the top of my deck? So it's +4 to the next card. I think I might have to settle for something. Oh, but this is actually this card. Nice. This it's nice to play Kano against Kano because it completely changes the way you think about the whole thing.
It's pretty fun too.
I think I will pitch 3 for Kano. Blind to see if I'm lucky. It's fine.
That's a good one.
And I would play Sap for 5.
Okay, and it
If it deals more than 1 damage, I can remove 1 energy counter from a permanent you control.
okay, I will. That's coming in for 5, right?
Yeah.
I will pitch 5 like that. That's a red.
5.
2 reds and 1 blue.
And you take 1 damage.
Pitching 4 versus floating. So I will take 1.
Yeah.
And this goes up to 2.
And that goes up to 2, and then 1 more damage from... wait. Actually, we'll activate Waning Moon in response to the playing of Blazing.
Yeah.
So everything is correct. So 1 floating.
And you're dealing 2 more arcane, right?
I'm dealing 2 with Waning.
I will pitch another red to block the arcanes.
So you take 1 from Blazing then?
Yeah, down to 14.
Okay. Way less epic than it could have been with double blessing.
A lot of reds in my hand though.
A lot of blues in mine. Yeah,
Okay,
this is
so
the
this
2
was
extremes
my
of Kano, but yeah, nice. I will Arsenal and pass to you, draw 4.
And I will just pass priority to you. So
And here I will think.
let's see if you can kill me.
Yeah, pitch 3 for Kano. Let's see. And shoot
For 2.
for 2.
Okay, I will take 2. Down
And
to
then
12.
I will use Waning Moon for 3.
And I'm down to... Oh, sorry, 9.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
You're
That's
alive.
something.
Or maybe
Okay,
I'm not.
and I will just throw 4.
Yeah, and then in my turn I would pass priority. This is what the point of the game where you always start playing in your opponent's turn. So, let's see.
Okay, I won't do anything on your turn.
Oh, that's good news for me. I'll draw 3 and pass.
In my turn, I will pitch to activate Kano.
Yeah.
Will banish another quickening. I will play it. Dealing 2. Have 2 resources floating.
I will block 2 of them. Trigger the alluvion.
Okay. Then, as my action in my turn, I will pay 1 to play a Scalding Rain. Dealing 4.
Yeah, I'll block 3. Take 1.
Taking 1. And I will Waning Moon pitching. Oh, sorry. Oh, there it goes. Another blue card, so I have 2
So I
resources
take
floating.
2.
Okay, and I will just move to my end phase.
Sure.
There was a lot of reds in your hand too.
Yup.
I will draw 4.
And I will pass priority to you.
And as the same thing I did the last turn, I will just pitch to activate Kano. Will ban his hand either dart, ping you for 1 with the most powerful spell ever made.
Beautiful. Block, 1 floating, trigger Costellas.
Now I will pitch 2 to play another red scalding rain. I have 1 resource floating.
4, I will pitch 3 and block.
And I will pitch a blue card to Waning Moon. I have 2 resources floating.
Take 2.
Okay. And if you won't do anything, I will just move to the end of my turn and draw 4.
In my turn, I will play energy potion and pass.
Yeah, cool.
Draw 3.
I will play Swell Tidings, pitching a blue, or resource floating, dealing 5 arcane damage.
Yeah.
And it can't trigger.
Block 4, 2 floating.
And I will pitch another 1 to Waning Moon.
Which I will block, trigger Alluvial.
Yeah. And if you don't do anything, I will just move to my end step.
Yeah.
And draw 3 cards.
In my turn, I will activate Kano.
Okay.
Play Dampen.
No resource floating.
No resource floating.
And Dampen is coming in for
4 damage.
Yeah, I will activate Kano in response.
Sure.
Ban is Swell Tidings.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah, I need to try. I will activate Kano again.
Okay.
Pitching 1 and 3, so I have 1 resource floating.
Yes.
And before it happens, I will use the Potion of Diavu
Okay.
to put these 2 cards on top and the other quickening on top, so it gets removed with Kano. I will pay 1 to use Storm Striders.
Sure.
I'm pitching 3, 1 resource floating. Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Scary.
Yeah, I counted it right.
Ether Wildfire.
Play another Wildfire, dealing 4 arcane.
That's actually interesting. You have 1 floating.
Yeah, I have 1 floating.
But you have the potion.
And the energy potion.
You can play everything. Okay. So that's 4, and everything arcane will take +4. You know, I'm very tempted to get hit by that Ether Wildfire, because if you don't hit me, if you hit me with that and you don't kill me, you die to my spell.
Yeah.
This is this is my turn, right?
Yeah.
So Waning Moon, it's gonna deal 2 damage. 6. We are at 9. I'm going to spell void 1 on that.
Taking 3.
Taking 3. So everything has +3.
Okay. Then I will play the other quickening.
That would come
Being
for
1.
7, right?
Yeah.
Taking 7.
And I will win 2 resources, destroying the energy potion.
Yeah.
And play the Full Tidings, dealing 8.
I'll break the potion. Get 2 resources. Pay 1 to play Rewind.
So this goes up to my hand.
Yeah. And then this resolves.
Then I will use this to deal 3 arcane to you.
Take 3.
Okay, and
then
that is
you take-
hitting me for 7, right?
6. 7, right? 7.
So I will take 7.
And then I would...
Go back to 2.
Actually, because when this resolves, there is the trigger of this, right? So I can give it +1.
Yeah. +1 right there? You can,
I mean,
of course.
I kind of forgot the trigger because I
don't worry about
forgot you would take the card back. So let's play like this. You go to 2 and then I would activate Alluvial.
If you want, just don't worry
No,
and pay
it's
for
fine,
the
it's
card
fine.
with
I
the
mean,
floating one.
I think you're dead next turn anyways.
Yeah. And I will
So
just block 1 arcane, so I
You
go,
go to 1.
go back
fine.
down to 1.
It's good to show people what happens when you forget the wizard triggers and when you play Rewind. OP. I knew you would play Wildfire because I also thought about playing Wildfire. Yeah, you're dead.
Well, GG. That was a good
GG.
game.
GG. That was nice.
It was tense till the end.
Very, very tense. Very tense. And I had the feeling that, you know, usually people think you don't play Wildfire because you're going to help your opponent, which happened this case. But I think that Kano versus Kano, if you played in your opponent's turn, and you know, if they decide to take it,
Yeah.
they're gonna get a buff. But mostly they're going to block it. So you're just going to force cards off your opponent, make them play weird turn, and if you catch in a moment of when it's open, I think it can be good. In this case, rewind the ultimate wizard versus wizard card.
I'm not playing rewind.
Why? In the mirror, it's perfect.
Yeah, I didn't find it being so good. I played one game with one of my friends to test a little bit to not make a fool of myself in the stream, and we found that it wasn't as good. Here it won the game, so I will have to take back my opinion, you know. But yeah, I got it on the top of my deck sometimes with Kano ability.
That's right. That's completely right. But that depends. That if you play the deck I'm playing, you completely change the way you play Kano. So you had a pretty standard Kano deck that that's what is usually played, right? And you won't be able to play a deck like what I'm doing because this is just literally for wizards. And what I really liked about this concept of when I contacted you with the idea, okay, let's play a mirror Kano where we prepare just the deck. It's gonna be prepared just for the mirror, and that kind of puts a completely different perspective on deck building, and because you're only going to face arcane damage, right? And so my idea was, okay, if he's not doing anything weird, he has a normal Kano. I bring the same kind of deck. It's gonna be who sees the best card wins, and who's the better player. Of course, that also helps.
Yeah, that helps, but not so much.
It depends a lot with Wildfire, and it depends. I think that in our case, it doesn't change that much because there is at least some level. But people that can't play, and if you can play and the other don't really know what they're doing, the experience counts a lot. In this case, I thought it would be a balanced match where the one that sees best card wins. So instead, after thinking about the trolling deck, I will tell you about the trolling deck. But what I did was, okay, so how do you win against a wizard? You don't end the card. Like if you can always block, you are not wasting cards for blocking. So you always are gonna have the card back in your deck mostly. And then there is the risk that there is not enough damage output from your side if you don't put enough red. But if you don't put enough blue, you're going to not be able to kill your opponent. So I kind of constructed the deck with the idea of I'm playing the Skull Cap, so I can block everything. I can completely block you out. I play a lot of blues and I had the Fork Lining and Dampen. Rewind, I think these are the weird cards. The Potion, this also, because you don't care that it blocks 0, so it's a good card that can give you an advantage. This, I think this is the very weirdest choice for the deck, no? And this.
Yeah, the Talisman of Dosing is a spicy one.
If you think about it, my strategy was I'm going to try to keep my life high, blocking as much as I can, and then, of course, in this case, it was just one game, so you didn't see, like, it didn't play out because then you play with the cards you have. But the idea is if you block constantly well, you are gonna get some damage leaked through, but you can build an advantage with cards that with items. The idea, I block everything, I play one item. And Potion, of course, are good. This is good for the combo with Fork Lion, another few combo. Having extra point with Blazing Eater, it's always good. And the Talisman is basically, if I manage to play it, It's good because
You're paying for future arcane damage. Yeah.
Exactly. You're
It's like another energy potion.
Exactly.
A worse energy potion.
It's a worse energy potion, definitely, but one that you're happier to sacrifice. But the other side, it has go again, which you can use if you top deck it with Kano, you can use it to play more. It's like in between. It's like between these two. It's like half time snap, half energy potion. Because of the go again. And then my idea was, okay, I'm just gonna block everything out, set up Blessing of Ether. That's gonna give me a lot of the advantage. Of course, I didn't manage to do this because if you get hit once with a double Blessing turn,
yeah, it's amazing.
For Kano, it's a big damage. And rewind, it's very sneaky because you can bait your opponent very easily because in your mind, I mean, you saw the rewinds, so you were not surprised when you saw it from the arsenal.
I had to take my risk there.
I know you saw 2 rewinds and you were like, yeah, I could kill him, but there could be a rewind. If he has a rewind, I'm gonna lose. So you balance that.
That's it.
And that's correct. But it's a very efficient card because what you did was counting how much you needed to kill me and add 1 card in hand, so you knew you had the kill, and so you were baited to kill me. And I put that, I don't know how many turns back, and it was very annoying to play that in art. I think I did 3 turns with just taking the 2 damage from your waning moon, to just because I was stuck, and I was very tempted to use it, but like, no, it's not, because you were playing in your turn and you can't. It's useless, no? Yeah. But it was nice. It was nice match. Thank you.
Pretty cool. And this was fun. This was really, really fun.
It was very nice.
Kano is always a fun hero to play. He's not always the most competitive, but hey, we have seen him doing really, really well during the Pro Tour 1. So maybe he's just a few cards away from being relevant again. Or maybe without Icelander in the meta and people playing less Arcane Barrier.
Actually, I don't think that's... I think that now you can play Kano. I think that it's not gonna be tier 1.
No.
Because it's Kano. I did a pro quest with Kano and I was very happy with the thing, but I ended up losing to one good player. I think he made top 8 at the Battle Hardened Bologna with 5. But it was round 1, like first round, and I survived 8 turns against 5. I don't know how, but I never had the cards to actually kill him.
To actually do anything.
Yeah, I removed even the Phoenix with the Talisman of Cremation. I just blocked I did everything, but I just always read in hands. And then what happens when it happens with Kano? Maybe it's my deck that needs to be adjusted, but...
Yeah, I think there's a lot of aggro decks that just run over you before you can set up your combo kill.
Or you have to try to be quicker, but it's
pretty difficult.
Maybe now that Fi doesn't have Belittle anymore, it's gonna be easier. But Icelander is not that bad actually. Icelander, I think it's fine.
I believe it's a good match for Kano actually.
It seems. Because
so you have all of these cards that trigger when you have less life, right? I'm Kano.
Yes. And also, you don't care about the only thing you care about is the stupid Channel Lake Frigid.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And against Kano, it's a lot, but otherwise it's fine. Well, thanks a lot for the matchup. It was fun. Let's see.
Thank you for inviting me.
What the fans say. Yeah, great. It was my pleasure to have you on the channel, and we finally managed to play this match. We tried, for those of you that were following Battle Hardened Bologna, we tried to play a match.
But it was impossible.
But it was very, completely impossible. But we managed to catch up, and hopefully I'll see you again on the channel. And if you do want to have any kind of collab with your Spanish channel, be happy to. Everyone go subscribe to Sunflower Samurai,
Oh,
the
thanks. We are
YouTube
doing
channel
content in Spanish
It's fine.
as now, but yeah, of course.
Everyone that wants to learn FAB and Spanish at once, go subscribe.